Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Chainlink. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, obviously we still have the exact same Fibonacci retracement. It's set up from the swing high in May 2021 all the way down to the swing low here in July of 2022. So from the low to the high, we have the 1.618 target at $210. So hopefully that's the price that we're going to be looking at by the end of the next bull market. That is what I'm targeting. Just to be a bit more conservative, we do have two more targets before that. So this is where you can start dollar cost averaging out of Chainlink. So $97 and $133 is approximately where you can start taking some profits, because based on the fib, that is the 1.414 at $133 and the 1.272 fib at $97. But obviously the major target would be the 1.618. So definitely have this fib on your charts, but I do have to advise you that in case we do lose this low that we printed back in May or June 2022, if we do lose that, the fib is going to get changed up. So right now we're assuming that this is our bear market low, but there is a very high chance that well, not a very high chance, but there is a chance that we might lose that low, and that's what we have to wait and see if that's going to happen, because altcoins are pulling back, Bitcoin is pulling back. If Bitcoin decides to drop back to $20,000, we could definitely see Chainlink drop below $5.50. Now in that case, we can start targeting some of the targets here, or some of the levels that we have been talking about for months. For example, this previous resistance at $5. We've retested it back in February of 2020. We had another back test in June of 2020. Then we broke above in July, and since then we've never really retested that level as support. And right now we're coming down to do exactly that. Obviously, if we actually lose that low that we printed in June of 2022. So make sure to have some buy limit orders set up below this over here. There's going to be a lot of buying pressure, I can imagine, because look at these wicks here, right? The next time you came down, you just filled those wicks. But if we're going to see a pullback below the previous low, we're definitely going to have a lot of people piling into Chainlink at those prices, and I'm definitely going to be one of those people as well. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, let's see what's happening over here. So you can potentially look for a bounce off of the pink trend line at the RSI of 38. We've seen that once in November 2022. Maybe it's going to happen again. Obviously, as you can see, the trend line was ignored here in March of 2023. So definitely have this on your chart. If you're looking to buy into Chainlink right now, you're very close to that. So I would say this is a good dollar cost averaging spot. Obviously, most altcoins are in a good buying spot, but Chainlink especially, because we'll talk about why at the end of the video in a minute here. But you can also target the yellow support trend line here at 31.8. Now every time you saw a bounce or a move down to that trend line or even below it, you saw a move to the upside. So that is also a good spot for us to hold, or a good level for us to hold. As you can see, we had a bounce all the way back in May 2022, May 2022, August 2022, and we had a little fake out here in December 2022, and every single time you had a move down to that trend line, you saw a move to the upside, almost into the overbought every time. So we had a bounce from there, move to the upside, a bounce from there, move to the upside, a bounce from there, another move to the upside. So that is a good trading, swing trading strategy, you could say. But I am holding Chainlink for the long term, so I'm not swing trading or anything like that at the moment. We did have one swing trade with Orion Protocol. I covered that on my Patreon, obviously. So all of my swing trades, all of my buy alerts, everything is going to be on Patreon, including exclusive weekly podcasts. We just had Crypto Archie over there talking about 3 low cap gems that are potentially going to do quite well in the next bull market. So definitely check out the Patreon. There's going to be a 7-day free trial for anyone looking to sign up. Now, let's actually switch over to the weekly chart. Taking a look at the weekly chart, as you can see, we are in this accumulation phase, and we've been in this phase for a very long time, for a year now, even more than a year. And this is a good sign. This is a good sign. This is giving you a lot of time to buy into the project, to average in, but this is very good because we're simply creating a very strong foundation. So this is going to be a very strong support level for us, and at some point we're going to have to break out. We could break to the downside, obviously, if we see Bitcoin capitulate, if we see some sort of a flash crash, if there is another pandemic or something. We could definitely see a pullback below this price here at $5.69, which was printed all the way back here in December of 2022, if you exclude these wicks that we had back during summer 2022. So definitely, if you're looking to build a strong position, this is where you want to start doing that, because whether you're buying in at $5.70, $7.60, or $8.70, when you're selling at $150, $200 in the next bull market, it really won't matter that much. In fact, you'll wish that you would have bought more Chainlink even at $10 just to sell that at $200. So, just have a different mindset about this. I'm not saying that my way is the perfect way or anything like that, but it's just that once the price starts moving up, that's when a lot of people are going to start buying into Chainlink just because it started moving up. But you want to be ahead of the herd, so you want to be buying in once it's pulling back down and once it's boring, because this is very boring, guys. This is a sideways channel for a year. Can you imagine that? There was a few opportunities where we had nice swing trades with Chainlink on Patreon as well. So we did have quite a few swing trades here, but overall, this is a sideways channel. And hopefully we're going to see a break to the upside by September and August, and we're going to see one of these previous resistance levels retested. So let's take a look at those levels and see what we can target. So obviously we do have a resistance level over here. So that is sitting at $17.42. That is a level we could retest by September, August. From where we are right now, that is 170% to the upside. Definitely doable in my opinion. We also have a support level down here. This is a level that we bounced off of in February of 2022. So I'm going to add the price tags there just so you can see the levels for yourself. And yeah, it's definitely possible for us to retest those levels. I would be more conservative, and I would say that we're definitely not going to be seeing $30 per token this year. But 2024, I'm hoping by June 2024, we're going to start climbing up to that previous all-time high, and by 2025 we're going to be soaring and printing new all-time high prices. That is the bullish outcome, obviously, but there will be a bull market, right? There will be a bull market. The question is, how high can Chainlink go? So we don't know how high, but we can only presume based on the technology, based on demand, based on partnerships, and based on the Fib retracement from a technical standpoint. So like I told you before, $97 is going to be your minimal target that you're going to be looking at. So 17.5, 13.3 are your summer targets, so to speak. If we go higher than that, that's great, perfect, but we'll be looking at more swing trades down the road in Q3 because I'm expecting a bull trap during that time period. So we're going to see this pump to the upside. Everyone's going to expect the bull market to continue, but there will be another correction because there's always a correction after a local high that's printed in September or August. And that is exactly where we are going to be swing trading. Hopefully, a lot of the assets are going to get very overbought. So we'll have some good swing trades, ready for us to go, and we'll take some profits and buy back in, with a 20 or 15% pullback. We'll see how it goes. But all of that as always, is going to be on my Patreon. Thank you all for watching this video. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section, and I'm going to see you in the next update. Take care and goodbye.